Today we visit Dumbarton Rock, just west of Glasgow. It rises high above the River Clyde, with commanding views of the valley below. Its natural height and strength made it the heart of the early Scottish kingdom of Alt Clut, meaning Rock of the Clyde. The kings who ruled here held their fortress on this very rock. Among them was Rhydderch Hael, remembered in early Welsh tradition as a powerful warrior king who protected saints, rewarded loyalty, and defended his land. Known as Rhydderch the Generous, he ruled in the late 6th century and became a legendary figure, celebrated in tales of poets, saints, and heroic deeds, though not much was written about him in surviving records. In the 12th century, Geoffrey of Monmouth recorded Rhydderch as a king who won battles and ruled the land. His victories took place during the same northern wars that shaped Merlin, the poet and prophet. After the Battle of Arthurith, in which his lord Gwenthilay was killed, Merlin retreated to the woods, haunted by visions of kings, battles, and the fate of the land, while Rhydderch survived and prevailed. Geoffrey of Monmouth places Rhydderch in the same heroic age as King Arthur of Britain. Arthur appears as the supreme defender of the realm, while Rhydderch rules as a powerful king of the north. In Geoffrey's Vita Merlini, Merlin stands between them, not as a ruler, but as a prophetic voice, witnessing the outcomes of battle, while kings like Arthur and Rhydderch shape the fate of the land. Geoffrey refers to Rhydderch as King of the Cumbrians, among the great rulers in King Arthur's time. Alt Clut faced its greatest challenge in 870, when Viking forces, led by Ivar the Boneless and Anlib of Dublin, besieged the fortress for 4 months. It is said the defenders eventually ran out of water. The fortress fell, and many of its people were taken captive to Ireland. After this defeat, the kingdom's centre moved inland, becoming the Kingdom of Strathclyde. The rock then disappears from the historical record for centuries. This rock, not just stone, it is a place of kings, conflict, and one of the oldest kingdoms in Scotland, where the memory of Rhydderch Hael endures as a firm, generous, and powerful ruler at the centre of his realm. I'll now show you around the area. I've never been here before, and I'm looking forward to exploring it. The original castle here has largely been destroyed or replaced over time through repeated attacks, rebuilding, and deliberate demolition. The guardhouse stands by the main entrance and was the first point of control for anyone entering. Built around 1580, guards here checked visitors, controlled access, and watched movement up the rock to help defend the fortress. This is Portcullis Arch. It's one of the few surviving medieval features here. A narrow stone gateway built in the 14th century, once fitted with a heavy iron grille, and now the oldest surviving structure on the rock. I can't help but notice its striking resemblance to Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh, said to be shaped by millions of years of volcanic activity. This well was vital to the castle's survival, and when it ran dry during the Viking Siege of 870, it led to the castle's surrender. Prisoners of war were held here. Many were French, and the name stuck. It is said that in this area, William Wallace spent his last night in Scotland before being taken south to London, where he was tried and executed. The Kirk of St. Patrick once stood high on the rock near the summit, but it was erased long ago to make way for gunpowder and war. Buildings like this powder house stand as a stark reminder of that change, from a place of peace to a place shaped by conflict. I'll show you a few more views here before we head up into the hills to see the beautiful Overtoun House and its gardens. This is the Spur Battery, an 18th century gun position built to control the Clyde and protect the castle from attack. After the Jacobite risings in 1715 and 1745, the Crown and its military authorities moved quickly to secure strongholds across Scotland, and Dumbarton Rock was among the most important. It guarded the western route to Glasgow, which by then was becoming vital to trade, shipbuilding, and industry. Today, it feels a world away from the days of the old kings who once ruled from this rock. Here is one very large cannonball, fired from Mons Meg, the famous siege gun that can still be seen at Edinburgh Castle today. These grave slabs date from the 10th to the 15th centuries, marking the resting places of people now unknown. Who they were and what lives they lived is left to our imagination. This is Overtoun House. In 1859, James White purchased the estate and commissioned the architect James Smith to build a country house in the Scots baronial style. Intended as a retreat from the gloomy, polluted streets of the city for himself and his family. Its construction was a major undertaking, said to have employed around 1,000 men over 4 years, and was completed in 1864. Overtoun House remained in the White family until 1939. This is Overtoun Bridge, built in 1895 to improve access across the Overtoun Burn as the estate developed. A place that has since earned an unsettling reputation. Locals once spoke of the White Lady of Overtoun, the grieving widow of the first Baron Overtoun, said to haunt the estate, while others believed animals could sense something unseen in the air. It's a place where visitors are advised to keep their dogs on a lead. I'll show you around a little as we walk up beside the Overtoun Burn. The burn here was cut and engineered into a vast man-made channel, designed to harness water's power, turning landscape into energy. past the West Lodge, marking the western entrance to the Overtoun estate and the end of our journey today, but not without a final stop at the Lemon Tree. Thanks for watching another episode of Kirks and Crowns. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.